Now the On Your Side forecast with Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval.
Let's take a very close look here at our latest fire map to show you where the active burning is on the SOTA fire. This is the town of Melba. This is the town of Murphy. Here's Highway 78. This is the older burn area, which is still hot, but there's in the last 12 hours in the yellowish orange area. The red area is the active burning in this direction, and eventually will be shifting more towards the west as well. And so the town of Murphy definitely to be on watch with this, and anybody between Murphy and Melba in these locations, they need to be watched as this fire continues to spread. And again, less than 10% contained. I want to show you some other areas in case you're doing some travel this weekend of what's going on. I'm going to go first of all to the east here, and this is the Twin Falls area in the Magic Valley. This is the Shoshone fire showing up in the heat signature from the satellite picture. So once again, let's take a closer inspection. You can see right in here, we'll point some of these fires out. So here's Wendell right here, fire burning just to the north and west. Now I'm going to widen out and show you what's happening a little bit further to the north and northwest. First of all, in eastern portions of Oregon, we'll zoom in and see these fires come on in. This is the Windy Ridge fire right here, which is closing I-84. This fire is right over Highway 26. I didn't check. I think I saw it earlier, but I'm almost convinced this road is closed right here. And you're going to have to watch when you go into eastern Oregon because of some of the fires burning there. But as you come back over into Idaho, take a look at this. This is Warm Lake right in here, and there's a fire burning about 2 miles to the west of Warm Lake, so we'll have to get information on that. And just popping in on East Mountain, this again is Cascade Lake right here. Here's Lake Fork, Donnelly down here. This fire burning here to the east of that location. Now the fires will tend to want to spread to the north or to the east, but again, these are fairly close, so you've got that fire burning. And then heading to the north, I don't expect this to be a problem. This is a pretty big fire though, the TP Springs fire with a big smoke plume. This is halfway between McCall and Riggins, and look how close it is to the road, about a mile from Highway 95. It doesn't seem to be growing in that direction, but it doesn't take much, so there could be some issues. If you're heading to Riggins, you're going to want to call ahead to check these things out. Let's take a look at our time-lapse view now. I want to show you what's happening from earlier today, that smoke plume that we've been watching for several days now, spreading straight from south to north, but then starting to push a little bit more towards the east, a little bit more diffuse with the smoke plume we had over past days, but there's still plenty of smoke coming from this fire. I want to show you a view from the village at Meridian now. Now we're looking towards the west, and we see the smoke tracking from south to north during the morning, but I mentioned yesterday it would spread to the east, and here it comes, smoke plume pushing straight right back over Ada County, and as it does, it is overspreading everybody. That smoke could settle into the valley, and that could cause some issues here as we move into the next few days. Let's move on and take a look at what's happening right now at the air quality. The forecast for today and for tomorrow at an 85, so poor air quality, and we'll have to see where that smoke begins to settle in, and wherever you're traveling, get ready. There could be some smoke in many locations. Here are the high temperatures around the area. 100 in Ontario today. Now that 98 in Boise is still below 100, but is expected close to that. 102 Mountain Home. Cooler weather is just on our doorstep, and that will be working in as we go overnight tonight. 88 degrees in the McCall area. It's a little hazy, but there's not been much smoke up here from the SOTA fire, but get ready as winds shift. I think the fires, the Windy Ridge fire and the other fires in eastern Oregon could spread smoke into the west central mountains over the weekend. So if you see it coming in from the west, you may be dealing with some smoke right now. Not bad. The view from Brundage down to the south, not looking bad at all, but there could be smoke in the central mountains. Had a half-inch of rain in Sun Valley today, 89 for the high. Those storms in the east central mountains still showing up here. These will slide to the north and to the east. We still have another line here from north of Pine and Featherville near Prairie and Atlanta. Those are tracking to the northeast. This will continue to slide to the east, and drier weather will work its way in. These are smoke plumes showing up on radar in eastern Oregon. Here's the wider view showing the red flag warning because of that cold front, which is poised to the west here, causing windy, dry conditions. Humidities right now 6 and 7% in eastern Oregon, and winds have increased now at 4,400 feet to 50-mile-per-hour gusts here, and that's headed towards the fire tonight. And so we have to deal with that until at least midnight tonight, but then the cooler weather will come in from the west and we'll be in pretty good shape. There's the cold front right there with those strong gusty winds. So drying out across eastern portions of the state tomorrow. Will still be dry in southwest Idaho. That smoke plume may be sliding to the east, but the nice the big story and the good impact here is the cooler temperatures and lighter winds tomorrow should really help firefighters during the day, but they've got a lot of work ahead of them tonight, certainly with the wind coming in. 70s in Long Valley, 80s in Boise County. Still some smoke could be pushing into the west central mountains from those Oregon fires, something we'll have to watch. Stanley, Sun Valley, storms ending later tonight, and then 70s tomorrow. Could be some beautiful weather in Stanley and Sun Valley. My On Your Side extended forecast. How about these temperatures? Instead of 106 like we had yesterday, we dropped those temperatures back down into the 80s over the next several days and really not getting close to maybe 90 by next week and staying dry. So the lighter wind will help, but that's not going to be until tomorrow.
Right. Those temperatures, the firefighters will take anything they can at this point.
When you cool the temperature, the humidity typically comes up a little bit, and that should happen.
All right. Thanks, Scott.